to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together. And reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Who says no to a baby? And two is like the baby formula would be something that if they didn't have, they would have to go out of their way to go get it themselves. So to me, it's like, don't rely on other people to come in every Sunday and give you money and then also provide the donations, and then you still don't help your community if they still have a need. Like, that part was what I didn't understand, is because you have money that you could have easily been like, yes, I'll go get this for you, or I'll make it happen somehow. Like, that was the part that I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. You just want handouts and you want to be able to pocket the money. Yeah, very performative from their side. Doesn't make sense at all. It really doesn't. I caught a bunch of the mega churches. To the person who said she worried about defamation, what defamation? Yeah, I didn't say anything. It was literally a recording. So, like, people can assume and take from that video what they can or what they want. It doesn't have to be anything that I specifically say. Yeah, I'm going to try those Scientology churches, or whatever you want to call those, on Monday. No, I caught a bunch of Muslim churches. Just a lot of them wasn't answering. Like, even they didn't answer. They called me back. He told me that he had a missed call and he seen it and he tried to call everybody back. And that's why. And, like, I don't know, like, when they hold service. Like, I don't know how different it is than, like, Baptists and Christians. Like, I didn't know. So I haven't had anybody answer the phone yet. Why are you doing this? You make the religion of violence indeed what we know they are. I don't even know what you mean. I shared all of your videos in my Catholic family and they had no argument for the first time. Yeah, I mean, let's just live by your word, man. Be a good person. It's really not that hard. Very eye-opening. Love the information. Confirms my personal beliefs. The money is for them. I will say it's not all of them, but I do feel like they need to be held accountable. Like, more people need to be questioning what their churches are doing. A lot of them had no problem at all to be like, we don't help people outside of the church. And they had no problem at all just being like, no, we don't help with that stuff. Like, if the food bank don't have it, and if, you know, other resources don't have it, we don't have it either. Like, we're not going to get it for you. And I just feel like that's crazy. Hi from Australia. I think it's still so crazy that people are in here from other countries. That's awesome. Have you heard of Gift of the Givers? No, I've not heard of that. I don't know what that is. Have I done a Hispanic church? Yeah, one of the Hispanic churches that I called said yes. Can I turn? I can call on Monday. I'm not calling any churches today just because it's Saturday. And then I'm not calling tomorrow because I'll be at the other church here from the one that said yes, the Pepaw one. I'll be at his church tomorrow. Because I kind of like want to meet him. Like, he was just so sweet. I will say this. And I didn't want to say this yet. But I am curious to see if this whole experience has changed his views and the church's views, only because I did a little bit of deep diving into his Facebook and his church after all this happened, and I've seen a lot of people saying that he was very anti, like, gay and very MAGA. I don't know yet, so I kind of want to, like, go talk to him, not to bring that stuff up, but I just want to see, because sometimes I feel like we can judge people just because like we don't believe in that or like we don't agree with it. And so I'm hoping this kind of like opened up his eyes to maybe like not put so much judgment on other people. Did Ryan? No. I don't know who Ryan is. Somebody asked if Ryan did my tattoos. No. Becky in Somerset, she used to work at this tattoo place here in Somerset. She did a lot of them. Yeah, I'm in Somerset. Are you doing any live calls? Not today. I will be doing live calls on Monday. You're judging MAGA people to have that perspective. I only judge MAGA on the fact that they are hypocrites. Like, I call them out for being a hypocrite. That's a different, like, if you're going to sit here and be like, I'm so pro-life, but then also turn around and be like, I'm anti-feeding people, then make it make sense. I'm just holding you accountable to what you talk about, like, and what you support. There's a big difference in it. And then I am just really big on making sure people eat, making sure people have houses, making sure that people like are just able to live and afford to live. Like, I don't see what is so hard about that. And all I see a lot of MAGA do is hate on people based on their religion, based on their color of their skin, based on like who they love, based on if they need assistance or not. Like, they literally just attack everybody. Like, I'm like, where does it stop? So yeah, I mean, if you don't have morals and a moral compass, yeah, I'm gonna question you on those things, but at least stand with it. And I say this as a veteran because all I used to hear all the time was like, why are we overseas? Why are we doing wars? Why are we sending other countries our money? Yet we're literally in a shutdown. Trump is refusing to feed our own people. Hold on, it was like making me do like a little thing. But Trump is refusing to feed our own people. Literally in court right now, appealing feeding our own people. And then yet also sending billions of dollars to Argentina. So it's like, make that make sense. How do you still support that and support him when you've literally been sitting over here preaching the opposite? So that's what I have the problem with. Thank you. Yeah, like I just feel like if you're going to sit here and preach that you are so pro-veteran and you're so pro-country, then why are you supporting somebody that wants to ruin our Constitution and everything that we built our country on and literally destroy our like military from the inside out? Like, I don't understand that. Like, we took an oath and he's out here telling soldiers to go shoot peaceful protesters in the leg. Like, I cannot sit here and back that. Like, those people are us. Like, we took an oath to protect people, not sit there and pew pew people in the legs just because they're protesting. We have the legal right to protest. The Constitution has been being ignored quite some time. Like, even if you want to say that, why would you continue that? Like, why would you not say, no, this is our Constitution? Like, he's literally, like, fighting to have our constitutional rights even stripped away. And then people are like, oh, this isn't going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not right. That's a lie. And I'm just like, literally everything that we've said was going to happen has happened. And I'm not a Democrat. I didn't like Biden either. Like, y'all can't even say that. Like, it's not Biden or Trump. It's just like, it's reality. It's people. It's us versus them. Us versus the rich. And right now the rich is winning. And I just don't understand like why y'all are standing by these big corporations hurting us, every one of us. And like, we have to go down with you because you'd rather see them fill their pockets up and buy another freaking yacht instead of making sure we get to eat. It doesn't make sense. Like, these same people that are in these mega churches that told me no, they wouldn't feed a baby are the same ones that's raking up your money and buying these big fancy cars and houses and airplanes and all kinds of stuff. Like, that's not what we should be supporting. Exactly. Democrats should vote to open the government. Okay, I'm not going to turn this into a political thing. I'm really not. Because Trump literally had a judge tell him to release SNAP benefits, and he's literally in there appealing it. So you can't even blame the Democrats for us not eating in a government that is run by Republicans, every single branch, and a Republican president. It's not the Democrats. He just proved it when he sat there and said that he was going to appeal it to make sure that people didn't get fed. Food is a necessity. That's right. It should not be a luxury. Like, that is insane to me. The more people are poor, they're easier to control. I don't know what you all are missing about that. The poorer you make people and the more you take away from them, people are going to get angry. They're going to want to feed their families. More crime is going to happen. And all that's going to give him is the power to take over. Like, I just like, it's not left versus right. It's us versus them. And I just need you all to, like, decide if we're going to let them win or if we're going to take back a stand for us and make sure that we are able to afford to live, to eat, to take care of ourselves, to afford medication. Medication, I saw somebody's medication literally the other day sit there and take tariffs, not taxes, but tariffs on it. Like, it's crazy. It is corporate greed, and it's sad. And I'm really passionate about people, and I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to come off like aggressive or rude. It's just, I'm tired of seeing us struggle, like the lower class, the middle class. Like, we do all the work. Why are we letting them reap all these benefits? That's all I'm trying to say. I know somebody just said it's okay to be angry, but it's just like, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm attacking you. I just want y'all to listen. That's all I'm saying. Yes, it's very frustrating because it's just like, I feel like you all just feel like you're being attacked when we're coming after Trump, but it's just like, he's not even for you. And I want you all to listen because there's video proof of this. He sat there and said he loves stupid people and all kinds of stuff. He's like, he loves stupid people, talking about his own people, y'all, okay? And then he turned around and said that Democrats were smart, so he didn't believe that they would be dumb enough to go do something else. So he called them smart. So he's literally in your face saying that you're stupid to vote for him and then saying that Democrats are smart because he turned around again and doubled down and said that smart people don't like what he says and smart people don't listen to him. Like, he's doubled down on that twice. And it's just like, and you all still won't see that he's literally manipulating you to fall into his trap because he puts a label on something and makes it look pretty and brands it. And it's just, it's crazy. Like, I don't understand it. Y'all do you, but I just feel like you all need to be there for you and your family and your community as a whole instead of dividing us, because when you divide, it's easier to conquer. That's all I'm saying. No, I never got any contact information for any satanic temples. All I seen somebody else sent me was an email, and I just didn't want to do it over email. Christian conservative here. Love you all. The hope love you all. Hope the government reopens soon. Hope churches say yes. Well, thank you, user 87. Okay, you have a long name. Thank you. Yeah. Please save America. Yeah, like, for real. Like, it's so sad seeing what's going on. It really is. It is extremely sad. Yeah, I'm going to try some more Jehovah Witnesses on Monday, too. So I'm 20. Okay, so Carrie Holden, I'm 22. I have my own house. Things are getting so hard out here. It's getting hard to breathe. Yeah, it really is. Look, used to a family that made 100K, the wife could stay home, the husband could work, or even they both could just work regular 40-hour week. If they made that, they made 50K each, and they had a good life. You can't survive off 100K right now and live comfortably. Like, not with the family. Maybe if you're single, but not with the family. And it's sad. I can go to the grocery store right now and get $100 worth of groceries, and it's like 5-6 things. So, I mean, that should tell you everything. When I was little, you could take $100 and fill up a whole grocery cart. And what I would suggest is our local communities getting together and us not even going to the grocery store. Like, just take our money and invest it in our own communities, and we shop straight from the farm, everything. Because I think that would be the best thing everybody could do. Always a dope playlist. I'm a single mom. Husband died. We have lost everything. I'm so sorry. Like, I know that you have to be struggling too, and to deal with a loss like that too. That's absolutely heartbreaking. I'm sorry. I want to translate your video into Afghanistan language. I'm not sure how you can do that. There should be like translating apps though. I know I did it whenever when TikTok shut down, we all had to go to that Chinese app. I forget what it was called now, but they were so awesome. I learned so much about China, by the way. They're so nice. But yeah, I think there is an app where you can download the video and translate it with the subtitles. It's not really like the language, but it'll do the subtitles for you in any language. I've started canning and learning to homestead. It's helped. You're doing better than me. I cannot. I've tried so hard to plant. I cannot plant anything. They die. They either don't come out at all. They don't make it. I do not have a green thumb. Thank you. Have any churches responded? Just the two, the Islamic church and then the Jamestown one reached out, or the Jeffersontown one. I've talked to both of those. The world talking about your video today. I know it's crazy. Have any of the no, they haven't. No, have any of the no churches followed up and apologized? No, from what I'm hearing, I think that they're all trying to like be like, oh, it was a scam and it was fake and whatever. That's what I've been hearing. I haven't heard anything specifically from the churches. Can you start a partnership with a formula company and get it to needy mothers? I don't know, but that's an awesome suggestion. I'm actually going to screenshot that because I think that'd be awesome. Like, I was going to put out on Facebook to see if I was going to piggyback off of what somebody else did in their front yard. They literally just got some formula, baby food, everything like that, and literally just put it outside with like a cute little sign, and was letting people just come by and get whatever they wanted to, and if they wanted to drop stuff off, they could too. And I think this opened up people's eyes that like a lot of places just don't offer this as a necessity for a baby. And I'm like, it's crazy. And I had somebody in the comments been like, why don't you just nurse your baby? Like, and I'm just like, do you know how many moms can't nurse for like medical reasons, health reasons, like whatever, like, or because their bodies just won't produce enough milk? Like, I don't judge any mom that breastfeeds either, or bottle feeds either, because it's like some moms work. So it's just different. But I would like to start that here too, and like piggyback off her idea to do it in my front yard. I want somebody to be able to come make me like one of those little boxes that's outside that you like open up with like a little key. I don't know. I can't build nothing, but I would like to have one of those little boxes and let people come get what they want and drop off what they want. Could you call it LGBT churches? Look, I'm gay. I don't know if there's any like technical LGBTQ churches. There's groups. I know everybody that's around me already knows what's going on, so I would have to do it in like different towns, because I'm also going to be calling clubs and bars and stuff tonight. And like some strip clubs, since somebody was like, why don't you go ask some strippers? I will. This grandma is proud of you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Have you heard of the Capital Connection? They're a big group of churches that go to the DC every year. No, I haven't heard of them. I make food pantry boxes. How can we send to you? If you send me a message or an email. Look, okay, because don't be like crazy, y'all, with my emails. Don't send me like, hey, can you call this church, please? And I'm just asking that because like these important ones, I would like, if anybody would like to help or like come up with something, like another idea of like how to help people, I'd love information, and I'll send you all my personal email address on here, I think. But anyways, if you all look up Jessie, JESSIE 11 N for Nancy at iCloud.com, that is my personal email for y'all if y'all have any suggestions like to help people. Because I honestly would love to hear some ideas on that. Just don't give me spam mail. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't give me no like anything that's gonna like fry my phone or my computer. So Maggie Goth, thanks for raising awareness, dropping off formula next food drive I see. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. I love that. Honestly, like, we need more people to do that. Hold on. A business email would help separate your personal life from this work. Yeah, I'll do that. I honestly, like I said, I didn't expect this to go the way that it did, but I do plan to help make changes if I can. Am I a believer myself? I'm spiritual. I do believe in a higher power. I just don't believe in the Bible. Thoughts on Christians in Nigeria? I don't have it. Look, I don't have anything negative to say about anybody's religion. My only thought is that if you're going to sit here and preach the Bible and say that you're supposed to do all these good things, and the Bible says feed the hungry, feed the needy, stuff like that, and then you don't do that, that's what I judge you on. It's because you're not living what you preach. That's what I say. But yeah, people believe in whatever religion that you want to believe in, and I honestly just don't feel like I personally need a religion to believe in to tell me how to be a good person. And I've just seen so much fakeness come out of a lot of religions, and then I just have so many like things with the Bible. I just like, I'm not going to get into it, but it's just me personally. It's not my religion. I don't care to go to any church. I will go to a mosque. I would just have to like be before like, what am I allowed to do and not do and say and not say, like what I need somebody to walk me through it, because I'd be super paranoid because they're so strict. But I would definitely go. I would go and sit in any kind of religion just because I think it's beautiful. I think it's amazing and beautiful that people have that kind of faith and that dedication to it, that truly believe. I don't think anything bad about those people whatsoever. I just don't like the hypocrites. Like, if you're going to preach it and you're going to live by it, then do that. Like, absolutely. I feel like because you've gone viral now, these churches are probably going to catch on and lie now. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm like, and I'm after Monday, I'm not going to be calling any more churches. With this story anyways, and I'll probably wait a little bit for it to die down before I start trying anything different, or I might try something else. Christians in Nigeria are being genocided by Muslims, so thoughts. I don't think anybody should lose their lives, and I think that is a really sad thing for anybody to be targeted. Just like, I mean, we could sit here all day long and talk about how Gaza is being unalived by, Jews, like I don't feel like that should happen to anybody. I don't care what your religion is. I think that's more of a power move more than it is a religious move, because, I mean, we could say the same thing about Christianity right now in America. Like, they're using their religion right now to push a lot of like hate and things that don't benefit the whole America. So I think that can be said in any country and any religion. So I don't want to like hold the whole religion accountable, because I'm not going to look at every Christian and be like, you're all like that. I would take that group of people that's doing it and question those people. Because it's like, even Israel, like, I don't feel like every person in Israel is against Gaza and a part of that, because that would be like saying everybody in America is like doing all this stuff, and we're not. There's a lot of us that's protesting what's going on. That's Christian nationalism, not Christianity. There's a huge difference. You did amazing work. Thank you. Homeschooling my kids because of racism. I have 2 biracial kids. I don't really share my kids a lot on TikTok, just because I share a lot of political stuff, and I make sure people know that I am not MAGA. But yeah, I have 2 biracial white and African American boys, and so they were in kindergarten when they started being called like the N-word and monkey and all kinds of stuff. Kindergarten. So last year I homeschooled because of the racism in the school, because they were being called monkeys on the school bus and the school wouldn't do anything about it and being bullied. And we ended up moving. So we're in a different school now and we haven't had any issues, thankfully. But I live in a very pretty much all predominantly white city. So it's really hard raising biracial kids. And like making sure that they don't feel like they are any less than anybody else, and making sure that they're also protected. So racism is a very ugly, ugly thing. And I refuse to teach my kids that. Yeah, kindergarten. It's crazy. I did not expect it to come that soon at all. Oh, y'all's welcome for this year. I mean, like I said, it was not planned, but I'm glad it is taking off. I'm glad it is bringing awareness, and I hope that it brings a lot of change. I really do. I want to see churches out here actually helping people, because I've been asking for months for help trying to open up like a sober living house and whatever, and trying to get resources to pull together, and like nobody's been budging. So I'm hoping like now with everything that's going on, like they'll help families that have kids and stuff needs to get off the streets. Because I'm not even gonna lie, I'm the type of person that I seen somebody had posted on Facebook when I lived in Richmond that there was this mom and her kid living in their car in Walmart because they were homeless. I literally went up there and I'm like, no, y'all's coming to my house. And I took them home. And I used to do that all the time, but then I got like burned really bad about letting people into my actual personal house. So like I don't do that anymore. But I give people rides all the time stuff too. And I had a guy pull a knife out and he was like cuckoo crazy. I don't know what happened, but after that guy, I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to give rides. I still do though. I didn't for a long time because he actually scared me with the knife. But yeah, instead of bringing people to my house, I would really love to have like a place for them to go where I can still feel safe and feel like my kids are safe. Just because I have been put in some like really bad situations with trying to help people get on their feet. But yeah, it's really hard to get the city to help you. And then when you go to churches and you're expecting them to be like, yeah, like we'll help you like get just basic things, and like they won't either. It's really disheartening. Yeah, there are a lot of crazy people. I just have a hard time. I have a really hard time. Like if I'm out at night and I see somebody walking the streets, I'm not leaving them outside. I can't. I don't care. Like I remember like when I lived in South Carolina, I did that. And this old guy, like he had like a little cane, but I took my kids into the hospital. And when we were coming out of the emergency room, he was still there in a wheelchair. And I was like, do you have a ride coming? Because we'd been in there for like over 2 hours. And I'm like, do you have a ride coming or something? He was like, no. He's like, I don't have anybody coming. I'm like, so he's just sitting outside. I'm like, no, get in the car. Like I put his wheelchair in the back and like his little cane, he like got in the front seat and took him home. And like he slept downstairs on the couch or whatever, because I just had like a 2-bedroom apartment. And I went upstairs and then I like immediately called my mom. I'm like, hey, there's a guy downstairs. I'm just letting you know in case anything happens. And then she's like, and I'm like, I'm not going to leave anybody outside. I cannot help it. If I see them, I will help them. I cannot. I'm a preacher's kid. I was wondering if you could call my dad's church. I want to say, no, I'm not going to. I honestly would not do that. Even if I was like, no, because that's so mean. Like, I wouldn't want anybody to like look at their daddy different. No. If you know your dad's a good dad, I'm sure that he is. Like, you were like in his face. Yeah. I wouldn't test your dad. There's a church where a pastor there ran for the Senate. Would you call them to see if they'd help out? Yeah, sure. Send their stuff to me. I'll try to call them. How are you going to help your community with the money you've gained fraudulently? I haven't gained any money, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Churches have gained money. Like all the money and stuff is going to the churches. I don't get anything. I don't know where you got that from. like it offered me on this TikTok, like once that I hit like a certain amount of like followers, it was like I could make like a series where people pay for it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I don't even know why you would think that I'm making money from anything that's going on. I haven't. I did let people know when I first started this live, like if they wanted to help some of my patients get like winter clothes, that they could go buy stuff from my showcase. Because I get like a little percentage for like selling stuff, but they get their items that they buy. I would never sit here and ask people just to send me money. So I don't know where your comment came from, but thank you, I guess, for commenting. Please call a Gudawara. I honestly don't know what that is, but I will try. Thank you. I said great work this week. I appreciate you. Honestly, it's you all that did the work. I just made the videos. Yeah, I definitely think a lot of churches have caught on. I don't know so much about like the Midwest, but I definitely know the southern states have definitely caught on. Read the room before sharing your negativity. You're the one in the room of over 800. I used to belong to the church where he was there, but I don't want to be there anymore. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the one with the senator? Free Palestine, yes. Oh, what's going on Palestine? Don't get me started on that either. That breaks my heart. I don't see how people can see that stuff and not break down. I cry every single time I see those videos. It breaks my heart. So I had another TikTok before I had to make this one. But they literally banned my account because I was constantly posting about Gaza and stuff. Like every single time I posted anything about Gaza, like it sit there and flag it every single time. And they wouldn't give me my account back, so I had to start over with this one. You're just encouraging others to harass church staff who didn't even know you called. I'm not saying that at all, so I don't know what you're talking about. Treasure's just trying to say that you edit the videos to make them look bad. They don't like bad press. A lot of the videos, nothing where they were talking was edited out unless it was me having to switch cameras because like mine only records for like so long and then it'll like cut off and then I had to switch to a different camera. But most of them was like just a straight video. I might cut off like the recording where like it was just ring, ring, ring because some of the phones would like ring for like 3 minutes, like if they put me on hold. But that's it. Them talking didn't cut off anything. Like you all hear it. Like it's not like you all don't hear what's being said. Like they're saying what they're saying and they have to hold themselves accountable for that. Yeah, the last two, I don't know why they're muting it. And I thought it was maybe like the baby crying, but they didn't even mute out the baby. Like they're muting out the guy talking, which is crazy. And it's just that one video. It's just I posted it twice thinking that maybe it was just the first one. But they did it again. They muted the second one too. Oh, that wasn't you. What wasn't? Who? I don't know what you're talking about. How can you edit out someone saying, no, we don't do that? I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you all hear it. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh my God, put in a fake voice real quick and like edit out his. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, I did call mosque. Yeah. Hey, where are you at in Kentucky, Carrie? I am in Somerset. Yeah, that's the thing. Like somebody said, expose them all. Is like, why are you all mad at somebody showing the true colors of your church? Because honestly, like if I did go to church and somebody posted this video, I'd be out. I would not be defending that church. I'd be like, if that's my church, I am good. I'm going somewhere else. I would be changing and going to another church that said yes. In Campbellsville, yeah. You're over there by the military base. Okay. The mosque, yeah, instantly. He was immediately like, okay, like, where are you at? And what do you need? Like, come get it. It's super easy, super fast. The same reason people get mad when you question the government. Yeah. Tried Satanic Temples. I could never get a hold of anybody. They do not post their numbers publicly, so it's really hard to call any. They just want you to email them. Are you upset that others are following in your footsteps and calling out their... Heck no. There's so many churches out there. Y'all call. I would much rather people call as many churches as possible and just record it, though. That's the only thing. Like, make sure you don't call, like, states that you can't, like, record in. But, yeah, call them. Because there's so many. And I just feel like I would much rather as many of them get exposed as possible. And that way, like, it's not even just exposing them, though. It's letting people know, like, this is a church you go to. Like, be careful where you go. Like, if that church isn't holding up to my standard, I don't want to be there, you know? Or, like, even if I did continue to be there, look, we need to change this. Like, hold them accountable. Like, that was not acceptable. We're making changes today. Like, we're going to fix this. Like, that's too easy. Like, even if you continue to go there because you love the people and you love the church, because I do get where some people are saying, like, how are you going to hold the whole church responsible for the response for one person? In defense of that, I will say I get it. And on the other flip of it, that's who you got holding that phone. So, like, if you don't educate them and you don't have a standard, then that's also on the church. No different than if I'm working at a register at Walmart and somebody comes up and they want something and I cuss them out. I'm still being held accountable. And the Walmart's still being held accountable. So, like, those things is just, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can change the way that things are being done. Did the mosque give you the formula? I mean, they don't actually give me the formula. I let them know. But yeah, he was going to give it to me. Yeah, he was like, come get it. Yeah, and then I told him it was a social experiment. I don't actually get any donations, y'all. No, I tell them that, you know, this was just a social experiment to see if you would donate, you know. And, you know, I thank them on the phone and let them know that what they're doing is amazing and to keep helping them, the people in the community. Did you see the girl making the video about you saying they can sue you because two-party consent? The states that I've called don't have two-party consent. I already looked. Nice southern accent. Like, I try to hide my accent all the time. Don't call it out. It's embarrassing. Thank you, though. America does need help, y'all. It's so sad. I don't know how people can sit here. Like, our country is so rich, and there's no reason that anybody in America should be going without housing, food, and medication. No reason at all. And if anybody feels that way, then you're wrong. But yeah, no. But your approach is all based off of a lie. What do you expect them to do? They don't know that it's a lie. Let's make that clear. They don't know. Like, the whole thing is that they really think somebody's calling in with a baby and they're okay with that baby starving. So the fact that you all are focused on the fact that it's not a real baby blows my mind. Because what if it was and it wasn't being recorded and that mom has to go home and her baby is literally still starving because she can't get any help? Because this is something that people really go through. And so that part of it is like, you're more mad about the fact that I'm testing them than you are about their responses. Hold your churches accountable. It's too freaking easy. I'm sorry that you're getting hate for bringing light to these issues. I think people just don't like to face reality, honestly. Like, they want to keep in their mind, like, I'm a good person, I do good deeds, like, blah, 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 live by Jesus, blah, 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 and then don't hold themselves accountable to actually do that. And if somebody holds up that mirror, then they're just going to fight it. It sounds like really narcissism to me. It's very narcissistic. But we have a very narcissistic president, so it makes sense. Think about all the people who call with real problems whose rejection isn't called on camera. Exactly. Like, it's sad. It really is. Like, I emotionally get upset every single time they say no. Like, trust me, I want every church to say yes. I wanted to be proven wrong. My very first video, I said I have my beliefs and my opinions on how it's going to go, but I want to be proven wrong. I was honest about that. I did. It gets very depressing when you have church after church after church say no, because you're really in your head like, if this was a real baby, they would let it die. Like, it's sad. Especially now, why couldn't people Answer just send electronic transfer. Crazy. I know. Like, it could be done. If people really wanted to help, they would make it happen. And they just chose not to. A lot of them didn't even freaking care. They're like, no, can't help. Have a good day. Like, don't care. My mom just passed away and we were struggling to pay bills and get groceries. Rose. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could help everybody, y'all. Like, I'm a single mom too. Like, I'm on the struggle bus with y'all. I get it. Like, I feel like everybody should have a chance to get help. And I highly suggest you try to find resources. And look, I was telling this to one of the pastors I was talking to, the Peppa one. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. Like, go to your social media, make a GoFundMe page, let people know your story. Because honestly, I would much rather see somebody's story pop up on my GoFundMe. And if I could donate $5-10, I would. But help can come a lot further. Like, if you let a bunch of people help donate versus just 1 or 2 people. So don't be ashamed to ask for help and make that GoFundMe if you need help. Or put your Cash App up there and let people donate that way. I did call a Hispanic church. Felt like hearing the baby crying would make me run to the store. Yeah, somebody asked me yesterday if I thought adding in the baby crying changed like their responses at all, and I was like, no. Like, I don't know if y'all had like a different experience with it, but I just felt like on the phone, like I just felt like they still didn't care. Like, the ones that said no, I felt like they were going to say no regardless of the baby crying. I feel like the ones that said yes would have said yes regardless. I think it affected them more, maybe, but not the ones that said no. Babies can die from dehydration with lack of food. It's sad they didn't even offer to personally buy it. I know, it's heartbreaking. I started weeping when you added the baby crying. Look, I don't know if y'all seen me in the videos, but even when I first added it and the baby, when it changes its little voice and it goes quiet for a second and then it goes, I was like, oh, I was like, my baby. Like, I was actually like, my baby. Like, oh my God, like, it's so sad. It's sad that a lot of religious people oppose abortion, but they don't want to take any responsibility when the mothers ask for help for some from something basic. I know, like, and I will say this too, like, if any moms are out there, that pro-life clinic that I did call, I was honestly surprised at the benefits and like things that they offered. I did see somebody make a video talking about how she didn't feel like it was right to ask them to take classes, but at the same time, I feel like it's a great way to make sure that these moms are getting the education that they need to get those extra bucks, because it's like, why wouldn't you? Because it connects you kind of more to them. It depends on what they're teaching. Don't get me wrong. I'm pro-choice, but I did like the fact that they did offer that, because a lot of places don't. Like I said, I got pregnant at 16. We didn't have places that offered stuff like that, where you could go in and take a class and get some baby bucks and help pay for diapers and wipes and formula. Like, we didn't have that stuff. So the fact that, like, I was literally in shock when I was talking to her, and she's like, yeah, like, she told me, she's like, you need to come up here and get some formula. It lasts you a couple of days. And if you want more, you can start taking these classes and get all this other stuff. And I really thought that was really cool. Would I be willing to try 2 churches where I live? Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I'll do it. Do you live in Memphis? No, I'm in Somerset, Kentucky. Charity fraud across state lines. How? Who? The churches? Are you Libra? Yes, I am. My birthday is October 16th. Thank you for your service. I already know about this about churches. Yeah, I had my views too. I kind of figured this was how it was going to go. I just didn't figure it was going to be as cold. Like, they really did not, like, they didn't care. That was the sad part. Like, I figured they'd be like, no, we can't help, or like nothing like that. But it's just like, to have people hang up on you, to have them be like, oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do for you. Like, I was like, so this baby's like starving, and you're just like, can't help you. Sorry. Have a good day. And I'm like, yeah, because this mom's going to have a good day. Like, if she's out here and her baby's starving. I've been in the situation of needing help while pregnant and with a baby and seeing your videos hit. Oh, I know, like, I can't imagine what real moms do. That's the reason why I love that this is bringing awareness, and I hope that food pantries especially start filling up with baby formula, because I didn't realize how expensive it was. I'll be honest with y'all. I did not know it was like $50, $70. And when somebody else like was pulling it up, like another creator, and he was pulling them up, I was like, oh my God, they're so high. I'm over here like $17, $20. And they're like 50, 70, like so high. Like, oh my God, it's crazy. If you attend a church, let me know. I'd love to donate. Yeah, I don't attend one, but hey, if you want to donate to any of the churches that was saying yes, I mean, a lot of people have been donating to them. And I think that that's amazing that they're getting the help, because at least we know now for a fact that they would actually help their communities. They're in the videos. I know the Jeffersontown one, you got the Islamic church, and then there's the one that's in Somerset, and I can't name off the other ones off the top of my head. I just posted one today. So there's 10 total churches that I've posted that have said yes. I think we're at like 32 or 33 no's, 34 no's or something. Where do we send church requests before it gets too viral? I would honestly just message it to me. I'm definitely not going to see comments. Yeah, you just have to send me a message. Are all churches supposed to offer those services? Never been in a church, so just curious. Okay, so do I feel like they have to offer services? I feel like they have to decipher what is needed and what's not needed, and saving a life, especially a baby's life, and making sure somebody's getting fed should be their number one priority. Above everything else, is making sure that people are fed and not starving to death. Like, I don't understand like how hard that is. Like, if you have a food pantry and you're relying on donations and you don't have baby formula in there, and a mom calls you and she's like, I got a baby that hasn't ate since yesterday. Okay, let me go pull out my funds that has been donated also by the members and make sure that that baby gets fed. And then in the future, be like, hey, if anybody would, make sure you think about people with babies and maybe donate some cans of formula, different brands, in case we have more moms come in. Like, it's not rocket science. Like, it should be too easy. Do you donate? I donate all the time. Not to churches. Don't get me wrong. But I do donate to food pantries. I donate to food pantries. And then I'm always out here making sure that my community is good. So, and then I make sure my patients are good. The people answering the phones make $20K or less a year. Okay. That's a good point. That's the reason why I'm saying, like, even if somebody called me, like, I've had people call me and be like, look, I don't have food for tonight. Okay, cool. I got you. Even if I don't have that, dude, you best believe it. I'm going to my neighbor's house. I'll go to my neighbor's house and be like, girl, they ain't got no food. She just came to me today. I got a friend. They just moved. They don't have XYZ. Girl, you got it. Like, they need you got it. I got one in my garage. They can have it. Like, you go and you go get it. Like, it's too easy. If somebody told me, hey, I got this baby that haven't ate all day, I'm calling up the pastor. Hey, look, I'm going to give you a call right back. I'm calling everybody I can, and we're going to get you that can, because I honestly don't have the money, but I'm going to get you the money. That's what I would say. You can't even use those as an excuse. I'm sorry, y'all. I go on rants. That makes me mad. Don't make excuses to not feed a baby. It's a freaking baby. Can you donate the funds you make on this live to support babies? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I don't even know if I can make money on the live. I've only done this one other time. I've only done it one other time the other day. But yeah, anything that I make from this will go to making sure that the formula is outside. Because I wanted to get somebody to get one of those little boxes and make sure that people can get baby food and drop off too. You're picking on people who themselves are in need to help you feel good about yourself. I'm not picking on, I'm a struggling person too. I struggle too. That's what I'm saying, is even if I'm struggling too, I'm still going to make sure that it happens and nobody has to go without. I'm still that type of person. Dude, I go without and I have people messaging me like, hey, I don't have food for tonight for my kids. Can you feed them? Yeah, but how much do you need for all of you? Like, I don't care if it's the last $40 I got. Like, I'm going to make sure nobody goes without food. I don't know what's so hard about that. even if I have to go out and ask my neighbor or my friends or somebody else, like, I'm going to make sure that they don't go without. So it's not on them. So look, and I understand scams. So this is the reason why I say this, because when I moved to South Carolina, like back, I think it was 2013, 14, something like that, we got hit with this really big flood, right? People lost everything. And I had to come in, and I didn't have to, but I volunteered. I just got in my truck. I was like, let's go. So I started up this whole thing. So I had people out that had food trucks. I had people out that was collecting donations. I had donations all in my house, right? But still, it was like, if somebody had a need, I was there to make sure that they had it. I didn't have anything. I was broke, dude. Like, I didn't have anything, but I made sure that there was resources out there for them to get it. I was on the phone. I was on the computer. Hey, who can help? Who can do this? Who can do that? It doesn't take much to step up and ask people like, hey, who's got this? This is what the need is. And because there were so many scams and people were too scared to donate to Red Cross, they were too scared to like donate to the food pantries because there were so many scams that was going on. Adopt a family. So I started that so that anybody that was in need was out there, and then you had the people that wanted to help was over here. So I would literally just connect them together. And so like it became this whole thing. I was on the news for it and everything. Okay. So literally, like, I even do that here. Who wants to help and who needs help? Because I will connect the families that want to help with the families that need help. And then that way they see exactly who they are helping. But even if this family that adopts another family that needs help doesn't have the resources, then you come back to me and I will help you get those resources. So that way it's not all on them to have to get it financially. They are just that person's resource. I don't know if that makes sense to you all, but it just makes things a lot smoother. And then that family doesn't have to go without. They're not being left behind. They're not being ignored. Like, they don't fall in the cracks because they got somebody that's like over them, making sure that they're taken care of. So, I mean, it's so easy to make sure that people are good. So even when I called up these places, they're in a church. They have contacts. They know people. They could have easily got on the phone and been like, look, I financially do not have the money to help. Let me go get you somebody. I would have respected that. The last guy that I posted, like, he said that his pastor or somebody was like out of town because like their wife was in the hospital or something and he was out of town. So I cut them slack because you got a lot going on. Like, I'm not going to judge you for that. It's the ones that were cold. They're like, oh, can't help you. Have a good day. Like, I don't care if your baby ate. Have a good day. Like, those are the ones that need to be held accountable. So don't sit here and make it seem like I'm doing something bad just because they're not being good people. Yes, they did that. They told you to reach out to their food bank programs. Yeah, and their food bank programs also didn't have the formula. So if their food banks that was donated, not even from them, was donated, and they don't have baby formula, and now they have a mom on the phone saying, okay, but that food bank don't have baby formula. What are you going to do? Are you going to help? And if they still refuse to help, then what? That baby just goes without? These are like things that really happen. My scenario, thankfully, was not real, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen to people every single freaking day that's calling up these churches really needing help and they're being turned away. So if a church won't help them, food banks don't have it, and they can't do anything else, what do you think they're going to do? Because I will tell you what, I'm going to go in and go get my baby formula from a store or something. I don't care if it's legal. My baby ain't going to die. But it shouldn't have to come down to that. And it's like, you all like would rather a mom have to be put in a situation to end up in jail to feed her baby and keep her baby alive, or have to give up custody of her baby to make sure her baby stays alive, versus helping her to their partnered programs. Yes, to test them. I don't know what y'all are missing. My daughter is blowing me up. So yeah, girl, I'm battling the same issues, but with the animal rescues. It's crazy that y'all are like mad at me when y'all can't even hold your own churches accountable. But hey, y'all do you. At the end of the day, I just know that for me, I'm going to make sure that people don't go without and the baby don't go without. So if y'all are okay with the baby starving to death, that's on y'all. What's been your experience with Christians and Muslims? I mean, in the experiment in general, what was that? I mean, I've I don't know if you mean an experiment or not, because I've only talked to one Muslim, so I can't really like base that off all the Christians. It wouldn't be fair. That'd be like me calling one Christian church and them saying yes, and then calling a bunch of mosques and them saying no for the most part. But in general, I can't say anything bad about the Muslims I've ever met. They're all nice, and I have found a lot of hypocritical Christians, but I met a lot of really, really good Christians too. So I don't hate the religion. I just don't like hypocrites. And I think that hypocrites are in every religion somewhere. So yeah, if I can ever get a hold of a satanic one, I will for sure. Yeah, the Muslim was the one. The Christians love to talk down about Catholics, but then tell you to call Catholic church. That was wild. The church is being like, hey, have you called this church? I'm like, no, I'm calling you. Like, it was crazy. Sending all the love from Poland. That's awesome. It's crazy, but it's awesome. It's just awesome like other countries are seeing this. Do you know how much the churches have paid in SA settlements? No, I don't. Oh my God, I'm from Kentucky. I lost it. Okay, oh my God, I'm from Kentucky too. You live in Louisville? If you do, can you please test our local mosque? I don't live in Louisville, but the clinic I work at is in Louisville. People comparing Christian churches to mosque, but if you only called one, it's not a fair comparison. Yeah, I said that. It's not a fair comparison. And I don't really like to compare like Christians versus like Muslims even outside of this experiment either, because I just feel like everybody has their different beliefs and stuff like that too. I just like to see people hold themselves accountable. People go to church, test your church, yeah. Who am I responsible to? It only matters which state. It went away. Hold on. Can you test a church near me? As a single mom with twins, it was so hard to get formula. I feel bad every single time they say no. I know, it's truly heartbreaking. How can you say they offer no resources then lie about reaching out to the resources they give? No, okay, y'all are missing the whole... Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to try to break it down for you so you like understand the whole experiment. So the thing that I was trying to get across to them and to you, okay, is that during this experiment is like, imagine a mom has really called all these resources. There's nobody else that can like help her except for this one church, right? That's the mindset I wanted this church to have, is that there's no other help available. Okay, they could easily say like, call up this food pantry, that food pantry. Okay, cool. Like a mom could probably go there and get it. But what if she can't? What if there's not formula? There's plenty of them that said, no, we don't have formula. But the whole thing is if there's no other resources available, are you going to step up and make sure that this baby gets fed? I think that's what you all are like missing, is when it's on them to come out of the church fund to actually help a mom feed her baby. Are they willing to come out of the church's fund to feed that baby? And or even like figure out a way to feed them. Even if they was like, look, I can't like do XYZ. I'm going to get on the phone with the pastor right now because we're not going to let that baby starve. That is not that hard. And tell them like, we can't wait days or weeks to approve formula for a baby. Like, that's nonsense. The fact that you're still on here defending it is crazy. The whole test was to see if they would let a baby starve, or if they would be like, we're coming out of church's fund, or we're going to make this happen. We're calling them up. We're not going to let this baby die. Like, that's what you're missing. You all are so hung up on the fact that it's a lie and a staged scenario to test them than you are about the fact that they failed. Like, they failed. If this was a real life situation and a real mom was out here with a baby, which probably happens a lot, and that baby has no resources whatsoever to get baby formula, those churches would have still said no. And that baby would be going without. Like, that's what you're you're failing to realize the consequences of their no. And it's like, wake up. Hey girl, now that many know this is happening, are you going to try different testing scenarios? Yeah, I'm going to wait. Like, so I'm going to still call some Monday, but further out. And then if I feel like they haven't caught on yet, by then I'll call some more on Monday. But if not, then yeah, I'm going to come up with something else. So, you're such a working class hero. I'm a fan. Thank you. I appreciate that. They should say yes immediately. It's sad that they don't care. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy they don't care. I started doing this last Friday. Not yesterday, but the Friday before last. So I did it that day, and then I didn't do it that weekend, and then I started back up on Monday. So I did it this whole week. Yeah, I'm going to have to look in to see if I can do Canada. I am interested. Yeah, I don't know why people are missing the whole point of the test, but it's okay. I feel like the ones that are like so like defensive about it, it was probably their churches that said no, or they're just mad that it was like mostly like these Southern Baptist, Southern Christian churches that was failing. Do you think of the fact that it's gone viral, the churches now will be ready? Oh, yeah. I think at least the ones on this side pretty much probably know or should know with how viral it went. But I do know, like, I thought that yesterday too, but the ones in Idaho definitely did not know, because a lot of them in Idaho and Oklahoma were still, all of them but one yesterday said no. Somebody said they aren't missing the point. They just don't like that the church is exposed. Yeah. I mean, there were even pastors that was like tagging me, and they're like, I'm disappointed in my own religion. Like, these pastors are out here. They're holding their own pastors accountable for their churches. So like, if other pastors can come out here and be like, y'all need to do better, I don't know why everybody else has a problem to do the same thing. To be loyal to a church, they need to prove they care about the needy like they preach they do. I agree. Somebody else said you can't be mad at the truth. I'm a Southern Baptist Christian, and we need to know about our churches. The Bible tells us that. Exactly. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it. I would want to know. I gotta stuff I gotta do, but thank you all so much for being in here, though. Y'all feel free to send me messages. I can, but yeah, I will talk to you all later. I will go live again, though. Thank you all.